Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to the eastern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Today, I'm going to talk about the little tiny new motor, the Neutron motor. The Neutron motor. I'd really like to water cool this motor since it's in a boat and I have an endless supply of water. So here's what I've done. I've taken a piece of carbon fiber tube that was slightly larger than the fins on this motor. And the fins and this slot here that allows air in and air out. This fin and this slot make fitting a water jacket difficult because there's just a tiny strip of area right along here where my fingernail is that's continuous circumference. So I have this carbon fiber tube and I epoxied on carbon fiber plate, and then I now have a tube that slides over the fins, and this plate now is bored precisely to 19.5 millimeters to be a snug fit on the motor. Now, in order to seal this up, because it has fins on it, this water jacket is going to have to be permanent. So before I glue it on, I'm going to determine where the gazinto and the gazada go. And that's going to be these tubes here. I'm going to bore a hole at enough of an angle where this will kind of sit in and flush. And I'm going to glue this whole tube to the outside diameter of this at the very end with JB Weld. So it'll be JB Weld in the hole and onto here to give it some rigidity, and I'll trim it off at an appropriate length, and that'll be where you slide your hose on. So everything will be nice, tight, and compact. So here's the plan how I'm going to do this. So this will already have the holes drilled, but those won't be glued in. Then I'm going to go in with a toothpick and put JB Weld and make sure I get JB Weld in that little tiny area because it has to be there. And then I'll slip this over here, and it just so happens that a 3/4 inch snap-on socket is a perfect thing, and by putting pressure on the motor, it'll make that a good tight joint. But how do I know my water jacket is going to be centered? So I made a little tapered cone that will actually slip over the fins for a bit so that I can square this water jacket on the motor. So what'll happen is this will go into here, this will go into here, this will slip on here. I'll put a bolt through here, put pressure on the bolt, and that'll be how I keep the jacket centered and sealed. Then once that's glued in, then I'm going to very carefully smear a bunch of JB Weld here on the back of the end bell. So as I slide this carbon fiber washer on, all that JB Weld will squish up against that fin. Meanwhile, I'll have this washer and this surface coated with epoxy. So the carbon fiber will get epoxied. The carbon fiber to the motor will get JB welded. And then once all is said and done, I can chuck this up and grind this rather large carbon fiber washer down to where it looks like this. So it'll be a nice, neat little compact water jacket. So there you go. Even Steve would be proud of that. I mean, that's ultra compact. Okay, boys and girls, until next time, jet out.